You're about to undertake a toning sequence that has been designed specifically to target your various lower body muscles. The exercises contained within the sequence use consistent, controlled movements that will increase the strength and toning of your lower body muscles and aid in the overall balance of your body. So, we're going to tone the lower body. Now, all of these exercises are aimed to work the legs in their entirety. That includes hamstrings, quadriceps, and glutes. For the first part of the sequence, we'll concentrate on lunges. So step back, keeping your shoulders above your hips. Drop straight down. Up, and change legs. Straight down, straight up, and forward. Back, down, up, forward. Each time you go back, make sure you're paying careful attention to lock down your abs. So this move should be thought of as having 4 phases. Step back, drop straight down, up and in. And to make this a more challenging movement, we're going to take those 4 separate actions out and make them one action and put a little bit more speed behind it. So we're going to drop and push, drop and push. So we've combined the element of stepping back and going down. Now you can take that same sequence of movement forward. So step, drop, up, and push back. Step forward. And the forward step needs to be big enough so that when you drop down, your knee isn't jutting forward over your toes. So it's a pretty long step forward. When you drop down, your knee will be above your ankle. Up and push back. And just like the backward stepping lunges, we can make this more advanced by putting the 2 elements together. Now, the harder the variation gets, the more it's going to start taxing the cardiovascular system as well. So you're going to descend as you step forward. Okay, here's one more variation of lunge that also adds the element of balance. Lift the leg up to a balance point, reach back, and then drop down into the lunge. Up and balance, reach back. Anytime you add balance to an exercise, you begin to train the core more effectively. Step back, lunge. Change sides. So what happens is that the inner and outer thigh muscles work together to hold the leg in place. But you're still maintaining the alignment principle of the shoulders above the hips. So in other words, you're not allowing your hips to go too far back and your head to go forward. Okay, let's make it a little more challenging now. So the toe comes to the knee, extend out, drop down, turn to the side, 1 squat, to the knee, extend, and reach back, drop down, turn, squat. The pattern demands just a little bit more analytical thought process from the participant. To the knee, extend, and reach back, drop down, turn, squat. Change sides. To the knee, extend, and reach back. Drop down, turn, squat. To the knee, extend, and reach back. Drop down, turn, squat. And incidentally, every time the arms are being extended and held out, it's good for upper back and arm toning. Last one. Okay, the second part of the sequence is squats. Now, squats are performed with the feet spread out a little bit wider than the hips. Aim to have the inside of your feet in line with the outside of your shoulders. Right, to make this more challenging, you can pulse at the bottom 3 times and then come up. Pulse. 2, 3. To make it even more challenging, we're going to add a little lift as we come up from the squat. Pulse, 2, 3, lift. So all you should be doing at this point is to elevate your heels. It should feel almost as if you're getting airborne. And so the most advanced version of this exercise is to actually take a little jump. So you sit in the legs, and then a little jump. It doesn't have to be a big jump, you just want the feeling of getting the toes slightly off the floor. Okay, the last standing exercise that we're going to do is the plie. Now the plie is performed with extra lower rotation in the thigh. So the whole leg is going to turn out. Don't let the feet flip out, it's the whole leg from up high in the hip. Now again, we're going to add a little action for balance here. At the bottom, popping up the heels. And coming up. Straight down, heels pop up, squeeze, and release. Okay, let's apply the same idea of pulsing at the bottom now. All the time, being careful not to jut the head forward. Make sure your butt stays above your knees at all times. Make sure you don't lock your knees when you're coming up. Okay, time to make it a little more challenging. Let's add a lift when we come back up. 2, 3, and a little lift. Keep your weight even on both feet. Make sure your knees are tracking in the same direction as your toes. Okay, that's it. Well done.